Hey, welcome to the Policy Everyday Show. This is where we discuss the shortcuts or the obstacles in your path to writing policies every day. My name is Ed Cortez. I am a digital marketing strategist that helps insurance brokers write at least 30 policies every 30 days using digital marketing strategies. In today's show, I'm going to be talking about a common obstacle in your way, which is buying leads or buying cold lists. Now, let me explain what's the difference between those two. Buying leads is going to lead providers. There are many lead providers out there that claim that they have insurance leads and they sell those leads to insurance brokers. So essentially, what they do is they run campaigns. They could be running campaigns on Google, they could be running campaigns on Facebook, and then what they're doing is generating that list, that lead, and reselling to insurance brokers. Now, when you're buying leads, you're buying a name, a phone number, and in theory, those names asked for a quote. And then when you call, in theory, they might be waiting for that quote. Now, the difference between that and buying a cold list is that a list is a database with names, phone numbers, emails of people in certain area or segmentation. So you could be buying a list of doctors, of medical doctors, of nurses, and then but they did not ask for a quote. Essentially, you'd be cold calling or cold emailing them to see if there's any opportunity for you. Now, let's first talk about the problems of buying leads from lead providers. Now, the main problem is that those companies, they will resell leads not only for you but to multiple people, to multiple insurance brokers. And then when you call that lead, you're just another insurance broker calling. They probably already received a call from other insurance brokers, perhaps from 10 other insurance brokers. So and the reason why they do this is because the math doesn't add up. They have to sell that lead to multiple insurance brokers because they have to make a profit. If they sold a lead just to one insurance broker, then there was no point in that business. They would be in a business of generating leads, which there's a cost because of the campaigns. But then any insurance broker could generate the same lead, just running the same campaign. So how they do it is they generate the lead and then they resell, because every time that they sell to another insurance broker, their cost gets diluted by half actually. So uh, the problem for you is that you're just going to be another salesperson trying to sell something to that lead, and then there's no commitment from those companies to quality. The leads might come with wrong data, wrong phone numbers. They could be just curious, they collecting the link and they don't remember, and it doesn't matter. You're paying for that lead regardless. So it really doesn't make any sense for you to go to that route. Then the biggest problem with the other alternative, which is buying a code list, is that what do you do with that list? You really have no other option other than start to cold call or cold email them. Now, cold calling and cold emailing and begging for a meeting, begging for one opportunity is very invasive. Imagine that you start to cold call. You're going to get people in moments that they don't want to talk to you, or they might see a number that they do not recognize in the caller ID and they will not even pick up the phone. Now, you also have to be concerned with data privacy. It could be against the law to cold call people. So if you're serious about your business and growing your business, that's not one alternative. Definitely not one alternative. Now, you could be thinking that it's faster to buy leads from those lead providers than to learn how to generate leads on your own. While that might be true, because you don't have the learning curve to learn digital marketing, while that might be true, think about the medium term. What is going to be best for your business? To learn how to grow your lead list or with your own efforts, or to be a hostage of lead generation companies that are going to be doing that for you. So it really doesn't make sense in the medium long term to buy leads. And I guarantee a month from now, you will be wishing that you started today generating leads, because it's a process, and there's going to be ups and downs. So the earlier you start to generate your own leads, the better you're going to be in a few weeks. Now, let's go back and discuss a little bit about cold lists. So you got a list and you bought a list. Somehow you have a list of names, emails, phone numbers. What do you do? So if you start cold calling, you're really going to be bothering people. It's just telemarketing. They could block your number. They could report you. Just the rejection is just brutal. It's not a way to do business. You're going to be constantly receiving no's and begging for one opportunity. And then you might think that, oh, okay, it's easy, I'll just email. And that's where the risk is, because when you email someone, you're really doing the same thing. You're bothering people. Instead of doing it on the phone, you're doing it in their email system. And with the phone, there might be people that are embarrassed to just hang up or say something nasty, but they're not embarrassed to do that on the email, because all they have to do is click in the spam button. And that is the worst thing that could happen to you, because you see, email systems like Gmail, Outlook, Office, they're Hotmail, Yahoo, they're all interconnected. And when the spam signal starts to be sent, and if you send emails and people start to click on your email and mark as spam, all of the email systems are connected. And then all of a sudden, you're going to be added to a blacklist. And once you're in that blacklist, it's going to be very hard for you to get out, which means that every time that you send an email, and it could be an email with a quote to a lead, your email is going to be marked as spam. And then you're going to be sent to the junk folder, to the promotions folder, and people are not going to get your email, even if it is a serious email, just because of the stunt that you did on cold emailing. Now, be very careful, because once you ruin your email marketing reputation, you're basically going to need another domain and start all over. So that was my point. I wanted to make sure that you understand the risks of buying cold lists, but also why it's not worth to buy leads. It's something that you could be doing. You could be learning how to generate leads today, and that's something that I can help you with all of the content that I have here in my channel. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because every Wednesday and Friday I have new content for you. And also in the description of this video, there's a link to my Instagram profile. Go over there, because I am posting content to help insurance brokers attract new leads every day. So I'll see you there, and until there, take care.